What's up, Tricology family? Welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Today, we have another table discussion episode for you guys today. But today, we have a brand new special guest on our show today. But first, let me introduce him right now. He is the CEO of Xander Entertainment. So everyone, please welcome, which he's also an executive producer, writer, and entertainer. So everyone, please welcome Alexzander Rodges. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Hey, Trico, thanks for having me. I really appreciate this, and I really like your energy so far. You're waking me up. It's 8 o'clock over here in the state I'm in, so a little bit of a time difference.
No problem, no problem. And we'll get to that right away. But first, give us your brief introduction about yourself and share us your social media so that way the audience will be able to follow you.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll start with social media links first. So Independent Movie Database. If you type in Alexzander Rodges as it's spelled here on the screen, Alexzander, then Rodgers, I will come up on Independent Movie Database. You'll get to see quite a few different projects I've been involved in, from acting to writing to producing. And on Instagram, it's Alexzander Official, and on Facebook, it's Lex Alexzander. And my website is alexanderentertainment.com. It's currently under construction, so a link's not going to come up, but it will in the near future. In regards to, you said how I got started in the industry.
Yeah, give us a brief introduction. How do you guys started in the film industry, and what state did you start in, and how are you looking forward to bring your knowledge from your state into other states?
Yeah, so I started here in the great state of Arizona. Beautiful scenery, landscape, and just a lot of really cool places you can film, and you don't even need a permit to do it. This is where I started my entertainment career back in 2013. Xander A Productions LLC. I have been acting probably for a little bit longer than I've been a CEO. I've been acting since I was a kid in the independent film market. I noticed that when I started my own film business and I kind of, just saved up my own money and put some money together and kind of reached out to another executive producer to help me produce my first feature film. That's when I really stepped foot into the independent film industry, and I started getting opportunities to act in a lot of different other projects aside from my own. And it was a real blessing. And despite the difficulties with, gaining the finances to be able to put stuff together and, dealing with different scheduling issues and dropouts and actors not showing up and that type of thing, I've been able to make a career out of it for going on 6 years now. And I've made some money too, definitely doing this business part-time.
That is awesome. That is awesome, bro. So let me ask you this question. I looked up and not only that you're an actor, but you're also the executive producer of your production company with the Xander Entertainment, which we'll get in that in a few moments. But you're also a writer and an entertainer. So is there anyone in the film, Hollywood or entertainment industry that inspire you to be not only an actor, but an executive producer, writer, and entertainer?
Good question, Trico. I would say I have quite a few actors that I like. I really like Christian Bale. That's one of my favorites. I like Wesley Snipes. As far as, directors, I'm a fan of James Wan. He's the creator of the Saw series. I'm a fan of Denzel Washington. He actually does some directing. I like Brett Ratner. Um, but in regards to what inspired me to kind of do all three, um, I kind of just was inspired by just my talents for wanting to be in front of the camera, and also my very vivid imagination of being able to literally just write in my head nonstop and come up with these different fantasies and whatnot. So um, that's for the writing part. And for the producing part, it's really tough to find work in the independent film market if you're not, unless you're very well connected and you know a lot of different ins and outs of the industry. But if you don't, there's not much work. You'll get gigs to be extras, and you might get to audition for some commercials, but it's really tough. So I noticed when I became an executive producer, I put my own money up. Um, that's when I was able to really connect with other filmmakers. They saw what I was doing, they loved it. Um, and they said, wow, so you're an actor too, and you're a writer. And just being a jack of all trades helps you get your foot in the door to more different types of things.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So going back to your production company. So tell me, how did your production company got started, and which of your projects that you feel most proud of, and to not only just making the project, but also being able to work with the cast and the crew members that was involved.
Yeah, so the project I'm most proud of is going to be a project, horror action film. It's a feature film I did about a year and a half ago called Zell the Vampire Slayer. I was fortunate enough to have multiple producers that were able to really help me fund that production, and it just turned out beautifully. It's in the process of receiving distribution right now, and it hasn't been released nationally or internationally yet, but we did do a theater release, local theater release. It sold out, and it's basically just about a vampire slayer and him trying to, rescue the governor's daughter who got kidnapped by like a vampire clan. So that's a film that I'm really proud of. And I'm also proud of the fact that I had people that really believed in me and said, hey, you know what, we've seen your previous work, we like what you can do, we're going to write you a check and help you bring this film to life. That really helped motivate me to keep going as a filmmaker. So
that is awesome. That is great. Is there any links to the audience to be able to view your film?
yeah, so if you go on YouTube, I have multiple different trailers, and in the trailers it'll give you links to where you could purchase or find the projects. So if you type in Xander Entertainment in YouTube, my page will come up, and we have quite a few different trailers. I think I've done probably about 4 short films and 5 short films, 2 feature films. So there's definitely some work to look at on YouTube. So yeah.
It is on Amazon Prime.
We were in the process of getting my one of my films. It's called Riding Hood's Revenge on Amazon Prime. However, that did not fall through. So right now it's on Vimeo and it's on VHX. That's Riding Hood's Revenge. And then I have a project called Eradication Code 6. And that is on, you could purchase that DVD on eBay, and it'll be shipped out to you. So I also have another film on digital download VHX. It's called Cast Out Under Earth. So yeah, we're just moving forward, heading in the right direction, and just waiting for that Zell film to come out on more notable platforms.
That is, I can't wait to check out your projects. And
Yeah.
speaking of projects, you have one upcoming project, which is Revenge of Shazam, which I will be looking forward to be on that project soon. But tell
Okay.
us, like, what inspired you to be able to do a DC fan film like this?
Yeah. So I've always wanted to do a fan film. I'm a big fan of superheroes, big fan of Marvel, DC. I'm a big fan of the Terminator series, anything that has to do with action heroes. I love it. Resident Evil, all that stuff. So I've always wanted to do a film about superheroes, but a lot of people at first, well, not a lot of people, but I had people saying, I don't think you should do that. It's just a waste of money. I mean, well, you're not going to make any money off of it. I mean, why are you going to do it? And just a lot of negativity, and it discouraged me. So I just, did original work for the past 6 years, and I don't regret it. But one of my dreams has been to always produce a fan film and write for the characters I love, like Captain Marvel and like Bruce Wayne and um, Green Lantern, those characters, to be able to write their lines and dictate their movements on screen is something that I've always wanted to do. And I think there's even actors that have dreams that they've always wanted to play their favorite superhero. And to be able to give them that opportunity to audition for that is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Revenge of Shazam is, I'm not going to lie, it is an expensive film. It's not cheap due to the fact that we don't just have Captain Marvel in there, but we have various different characters in that movie from the DC universe. We also have the Blade character that's going to be doing a cameo appearance from Marvel. But those costumes, the gadgets, the lead actors are all getting paid. People, there's compensation. It's expensive, but it's worth it because there's a huge following for this Captain Marvel character, and it's also going to help bring notoriety to Xander Entertainment and have people look at some of our other work that we've produced. So I'm very excited for this. It is going to be a few months before we're able to start filming, but that gives us a lot of time to prepare, and that gives me a chance to do some location scouting in Florida. We'll be filming in the Miami area, and I'm just really excited about the talent that's reached out to me so far. It's been an overwhelming response for this project, and luckily we have a lot of positions open, not only on the crew level but also in front of the camera as well.
And so speaking of Shazam, have you seen the Shazam movie?
I did see the Shazam movie. Yes, I did.
And so, what do you think of the upcoming Shazam movies now, Shazam 2 and also Black Adam?
That's a really good question. I'm a huge fan of Black Adam. So I think he should have been in the first movie. To be completely honest with you, I think the movie would have been better. They say that a superhero movie is only as good as its villain. So if you have a villain that's not that great, it's going to hinder the film. And that's what made Avengers Infinity War so good, because they had Thanos in it. I mean, yeah, you saw the other characters that you love, Spider-Man and Iron Man and all those other people, but you had Thanos in it, and you had his galactic team that was virtually unstoppable, right? And the heroes had a really tough time trying to take them out, and they lost at the end of Infinity War. So I'm really excited for the next Shazam film. My take on the Shazam film I'm doing is going to be more of a darker tone. It's not going to be as um, kind of like kind of movie theater popcornish like kind of the first movie was, Shazam, because naturally I'm an action film and horror film writer. So it is going to be a little darker than that, and it's going to be different. However, it's going to have so much more than just Shazam in it. And that's what I'm most excited about, bringing those other cameos into the fan film.
So basically, you just putting the Zack Snyder flavor into it, like Zack Snyder, what Zack Snyder is doing right now to the Justice League.
You know, I would. I think Zack Snyder is highly talented, but at the same time, we're very different writers. He's a very his writing style has it's an acquired taste, in my opinion. I when I try to write to appeal more to broad audiences that really like superhero type of stuff, and like have a certain expectation. So like my writing style is different than Zack Snyder's. Again, highly talented writer, very good at what he does, but we're different. So I can't even say it's going to be a Zack Snyder twist. It's definitely going to be a Xander Entertainment twist. And the thing I'm most excited about with Revenge of Shazam is just the fact that I'm going to be able to, I think, do things with certain characters that I didn't see in the Justice League, but there's definitely going to be a lot of Justice League members in Revenge of Shazam. Captain Marvel is even a Justice League member. He's not an original one, but he is a part of the Justice League. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty spectacular. I added Clark Kent in the film as well. The script's done, but I'm doing some finishing touches. And I'm really happy for it.
But yeah, but no, when we also talk about the writing, it's not just about the writing, but it's also like bringing the vision of it into life. I think like while we talk about Zack Snyder, like he didn't get a chance to finish his vision of what he wanted for Justice League, but now he's getting the chance to be able to finish up his vision, what he wanted to do with Justice League. But I think what you were just talking about, not only like you're writing the script together, you know what you want, and you know what type of vision that you want for your film.
Yeah. I mean, Trico, I'm definitely interested in seeing the director's cut of Justice League, as I'm sure a lot of other people are. And again, I'm just hoping that it definitely fills in the blanks that I think were left in the first movie. So I can't wait to see it, and my fingers are crossed like everyone else's in that particular regard.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait till 2021 to see what the film give us. So on to our last question. So with the whole pandemic and the coronavirus, it definitely struck over the film industry, not only just for in Hollywood, but also for us indie filmmakers. So how do you feel about the Hollywood and the film industry in the indie scene as well, try to adapt it into the new normal?
Well, in regards to the quote unquote new normal, I think obviously there's changes that are going to have to be made, in regards to us just being more cautious about cleanliness and social distancing and all sorts of things that the CDC recommends. I could never picture, watching movies and seeing, my favorite actor wearing a mouth covering. That would take a lot of getting used to for me. And I don't think even like for the Revenge of Shazam film, we're purposely postponing it months away so that the coronavirus dies down and they get that vaccine that the president was speaking about yesterday in circulation, and we're at a safer point to where we can congregate, get back on set, and not necessarily adapt drastically to a new normal, but more so just be more cautious about just making sure we're a little bit more cleanly and making sure that we're taking better care of our immune systems. But I can't imagine working in a film industry where everybody has on a mouth covering. I just think it takes away from the cinematic universe, and I don't plan to do Revenge of Shazam in that particular form and fashion, which is why I'm pushing the production out until we have those remedies in place to where people feel safe coming to work on set. And it's also a personal choice, right? So if January comes around and we're ready to get our boots in the ground and film and put on the superhero costumes and get the makeup, artist out there and get going. And there's some people that still don't feel that they're comfortable, coming to set. They would need to let me know that before they're hired. That way that we can make sure things go smoothly. So I really just look at the new normal from both aspects. I look at it from a safety aspect, but I also look at it from a livelihood aspect as well. I'm not 100% on either side when it comes to this new normal. I'm kind of neutral. I'm 50-50, and I'm kind of like, okay, well, let's wait until some remedies come out, some vaccines, treatments, and we'll take it from there, right? Let's not say, hey, things are always going to be like this, because we can't tell the future, right? But what we can do is we can be optimistic and say, hey, well, we know that we got to do better, but we also want to be able to live our lives at the same time. So I think that pretty much sums up how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know about the film commission rules down in Arizona, but I know that I've been getting a lot of news and updates when it comes to the Florida Film Commission. Yeah, there is a film permit, for certain areas that you're gonna be. Let's say we're gonna be filming at the beach, and we know there's gonna be a lot of people around there, so you have to try to get a permit at least to 2 business days that you're going to be filming there, because there is curfew hours, but we'll get an extra 3 hours from the normal curfew hour, which is good. And then as far as the mask is concerned, the only time they'll be able to take off the mask that if you're on camera and you're an actor. Everybody else, as far as the crew, they have to wear masks at all time. And then let's say for the makeup department, so they had to be kind of social distancing from let the makeup artist do their thing on the actor to make sure the touch up and all that other stuff. And as far as the transportation is concerned, I think only one person could drive for one person to another. Make sure they know where they're going to, what the shooting location is going to happen. And yeah, I think just try to stay social distancing as you can. But I know that at certain times that you have to be up close but as long as you got that film permit and say we have the authority to shoot and everything, and also uh, uh, the county officers will foresee that everything that you are filming, and then try to get everybody else that's not a part of the film production to try to stay away, and also try to get a small crew as possible, because you don't want a big size crew that will definitely raise up the cases as we got here in Florida, and we ain't trying to have that no more as we already do right now.
Yeah, no, that's all great information. Thank you for telling. So, um, in regards to film permits, how prevalent is that in indie film? I mean, do you need one if you because I was looking at like some locations to rent, and I assume like if I'm renting a location and I film inside of that place I'm renting, I wouldn't need a permit for that. I assume a permit's for like, I don't know, like a public place. Can you help me with that? Just understand how that works.
Yeah, like a public place like the beach, like the beaches, you would definitely need because
Okay.
you know you go to see some police officer like looking around the beaches and all that stuff. But like if
Got
you
it.
feel me like somewhere inside, that won't be a problem at all.
Okay.
But like
Okay.
if the only certain public places that you know there's going to be officers like enforcing like the areas, that's going to be definitely the ones that you're going to need permit. But like certain places that you don't see like officers like scattering around, I think that you'll be fine. But just make sure everyone wears a mask, and also there is a link to where everyone has to do the safe set concern survey, and then so that way it's basically a quiz to try to quiz you to like what is the new normal rules as regards to into the film production, and you have to get at least an 80 or a perfect score to get a certificate. And once they get a certificate and they know what's the rules, then they can be able to come on set. If they don't have that certificate and they have not taken that quiz yet, then they can't come on set as far as trying to be in production, because we want everybody to know the new normal rules as far as go into film production that we in the situation that we in right now, and so that way we have a safe set as possible.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, that totally makes sense. And I think that's another reason why I pushed the production out to January of 2021. I'm not sure how stringent the requirements will be in Florida at that time, when it comes down to filming. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. We can't predict the future. Those some of those requirements could ease up come January 2021, and that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm staying optimistic about it. And but it's always good to know that information. It's always good to come equipped. Make sure I'm equipped with as much knowledge as possible. Um, but yeah, I'm optimistic about it. I think we'll be good though, and I think by the time that time comes around, they'll have a vaccine for this invisible enemy that we're dealing with. So yeah.
But yeah, that's the updated new rules as far as the film commission new normal rules is concerned. But
Yeah.
but other than that, that's all the questions I have for today. So real quick, can you share your social media one more time so that way everyone can the audience can to check it out?
Yeah, if you just type in Alexzander Rodges on Facebook, or if you just go to Google and type in Alexzander Rodges, a bunch of links will come up and it'll have all my social media and all my, film work I've done.
All right, awesome. So, Alex, thank you for coming on the show today. And
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, I can't wait for Revenge of Shazam. I can't wait for that production get started so that we can be able to start working with each other.
All right. Well, I look forward to talking to you more. You have a good day, Trico.
You too. So, he's Alexzander, and I'm Trico, and we're signing off. Peace.